Alrighty guys, today we're going to be going over a game that's different but similar to Stalker Gamma. It's going to be Zero Sievert, or Zero Sievert, or Savert, or however it's said. So this game I've been picking up and playing recently. You might have seen my stream or two that I've played it. I have played a couple other save slots to try out different starting weapons. As far as I can tell, it's pretty much the two ones with the better armor, and then sniper class are a little better. If you want a little more hardcore mode, you can go with the pistol runner, which is about just pretty much just have the pistol. So one of the armors is just a regular armor. The other one is a bandit kit, which is this one right here, which the PPSH. Then you have one that has a sniper rifle and a scope, and then one that has a short range machine gun and a shotgun with a regular armor. So this is probably going to be the one we're going to use for this run, and that's where we're going to start with. So with that, let's get right into it. You can watch the introduction and stuff like that, so you can read everything. I've already read through that myself. So when you first start in, you're going to go to your left, and this will be your hideout. You want to equip all your items, go through what you need, and make sure you have everything equipped that you should have. You should grab your med kits and your bandages and put them inside of your quick slots so you can use them. You'll want to make sure you have your ammo somewhere where you won't accidentally move it, otherwise you'll be going into a raid with no ammo. So this general area over here is your hideout. It will be where you put modules, upgrades, and stuff like that to make it so it increases your character's skill level increase, what you can craft, and just stash size. So this is your stash. You have a 1 and 2 tab at the moment until you upgrade it, and pretty much I just put my food, ammo, and junk in here. Over here is your workbench. This is where you'll craft items, repair your stuff, make repair kits for repairing guns and stuff like that until you can make a workbench to repair things, or modify your weapons along with making modules for upgrading your base. So a key thing that you want to do early on before you start going on your first raids and stuff, because you'll want to make sure you know what you need to grab whenever you go into this first raid, is making sure you track some of these items for these modules. I know what modules I want based off of what I want in mind. That's pretty much 100% personal decision on what you want to build first, but you can go through, set all these to track, and then you'll have all these items show up as gold whenever you go to search loot containers, enemies, animals, all kinds of stuff, so then you can make sure to pick up the correct items that you need. This will automatically happen to quest items, so just keep that in mind. From here, you can go to your mod weapons. Right now, I don't have anything I can put on these. Any attachments you find, you can use there, and you'll stick in your stash just because it pulls from your stash for your workbench. So, in relation to everything inside here, you can get that affected on your PDA. So your first tab on there is going to be where your quests are, and your map is. Right now I don't have any quests in that, so it's not there. This is where your levels and stats are. This is where your skills will be. And you'll prestige them at once they max out. And where you put your modules are will be where the house is. So from here, I'm going to attach the modules. You can go through each one and see what they do. I'm going to be using the bed and the infirmary in the same room just for aesthetic reasons and because they both help with your healing. I will also be doing the kitchen and the gym with each other, or the plant or food maker, one or the other, because you can always uninstall these and then put new ones there. So just keep that in mind. I'm doing the gym and the food because I found in my other playthroughs that I found a lot of food when I went into raids, so I wasn't super worried about making the food junk bench or etc. You just want to be sure you definitely have this workshop, otherwise you'll have to constantly use repair kits or have someone else repair your stuff. So after you've done all that and you feel like you're organized, you can go to the barman and a couple other people to get quests. How quests work is they'll have an item that you can choose a reward, it'll have an objective on the right side along with the explanation text, and once you finish it, you'll just go and turn it in after selecting which item you want. This is also a person you can buy a bunch of weapons and items from. I usually suggest buying this backpack if you have enough rubles at the beginning and you haven't bought other things, because it'll help you a little bit with your speed, ergo, along with weighing a little bit more, so you can carry 1 more kilogram of weight, which means 1 more kilogram of loot, technically. You can sell your old backpack, because this game, you don't lose gear. you go into the raid, it auto saves, and that's about it. So you'll want to make sure you go to each character or quester and collect what you can. Until you get to a certain rank, you won't be able to get quests from the army, but we'll go over that in a future video if I get that super into the game. But pretty much, that's the base. If you ever need to sleep at some point, you just go up to the top. I had a couple minutes where I had that issue. Over here is where the army is. Obviously, they don't want you to go in now, but I'm pretty sure once you level up to level 2, they'll tell you that they want you to go talk to him. Either it's after you do a certain quest. I can't remember exactly, but one or the other. So just keep in mind, just keep playing the game, level up, and you'll get access to more stuff. That's also how you unlock my items. The most important thing I'd say before you go into the raid in your first one is make sure you reload your weapons. Because I know the first one I went into, I got murked because I saw someone was about to shoot at them. Then I didn't have any ammo in my gun. So I had to reload myself after I'm already getting shot at. So that's everything you need to know to get started. Pretty much you go to Conductor, collect your last quest from him, and he's also where you will go into a raid. So pretty much you just select a location you want from him. Normally you want to start with Forest so you can go after your raw meat, along with just easily surviving a raid because it has decent extracts. From this video, we'll go on to that. But if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next Zero Sievert video on going into your raid. GG's, my dudes.